Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Back again, this time on a fly, M-O-N-D-A-Y with the S-U-N. If you're not outside, get some sun on your F-A-C-E, shame on you. It's a beautiful day outside today. Nature is at its finest. Yeah. But I understand many Chicagoans. Many of us can't come outside. And if we do want to go outside, we're afraid that we might not make it back inside. Why? Because everybody want to use gunplay for nothing. Want to cut off your TV for nothing. Just ride up on you in any vehicle at any time, night or day, and just unload gunfire, killing you, driving off, walking down the street, or standing at a bus stop. Somebody rides up, open up the slide door and cut your TV off. Children can't go outside, play hopscotch, ride a big wheel, play hide and seek, play tag, play dodgeball, can't even come to the park and enjoy a softball game or a basketball game because some fool wants to come outside and cut people's TVs off. Even Caucasians are getting it. It's crazy. 71 shot, 9 dead over the weekend from Friday to Monday. When will the madness stop? When will Chicagoans get tired of living the way that they are living? They are waiting on politicians to solve their problems. They are waiting on law enforcement to help reduce the crime. What kind of human beings are you when you can't patrol your own self? When you can't patrol your own community? Yeah, I'm talking about people that look like me. Most of the shootings and killings that's taking place in Chicago is black on black crime. Every time I turn on the news, WGN, ABC, NBC, ABC, every time I go to my social media page, every time I go to Newsweek, what do I see? A black man, a black woman in jail for robbery, for carjackings, for murders, for stabbing somebody. Not for anything good, but just for the madness of killing their own selves. It has gotten so bad in the city of Chicago, you got that black alderman over there in the 17th Ward, sleeping in a tent in the ward that he resides over to prove to the residents that he is down with the cause of removing the crime in the neighborhood in which they elected him because they believed in him, and he's put his life on the line. It is a great community, the 17th Ward. Those are nice, clean homeowners over there. Nice, fresh, mowed lawns. But there are some vacant lots there where drug activity take place at. And where you find drugs at in the city, you find guns. You find people that's up to no good. And anything can pop off at any given moment. You can be in your house sleeping. Your child, your grandbaby can get shot through his or her bedroom window, through the wall. All type of crazy madness. And the culprit is never apprehended. It amazes me. How can you live like that? You got some fool walking around with a gun that don't mind cutting off somebody's TV, even if it's the wrong person. People's attitudes are so tight here in the city of Chicago. Brothers don't even speak to each other no more. Just mean mug each other. But you won't change. You say you believe in God, but he ain't changing nothing. You know why? Because you ain't changing it. Hey, you must remember you have to help yourself first before whatever God you believe in can help you. There's some conditions that has been set for us. We know that. We've been knowing that from generation to generation to generation. from the people that have came before us to lead us in the right direction. Most of them people have been religious people. However, if you take the religion out of it and listen to the message in which they're giving you, maybe you'll understand. Until then, you're Jesus, you're Moses, you're Muhammad, you're Allah, ain't nobody coming to save you. We have to save ourselves or self-destruct. And from the looks of it, we are on the brink of self-destruction. Not to mention the fact that other people want many of us dead anyway. That's just an actual fact. That's not being racist. I can never be racist. It's just an actual fact. In order for a person to be racist, you have to have power and the ability to control the destiny of other people. I don't have that power, therefore I'm not a racist, but I'm in a racist system. But you knowing that today is 2024. You're knowing that today, so why don't you help yourself out? Why don't you help yourself out? You're waiting on politicians to change your condition. They're not going to change your condition. They're the ones who put you in a position or situation that you're in for the most part. Some of that you have to accept responsibility for. But for the main focal groundwork of it all, it's already planned for you to be in the permanent position that you're in right now. And the only way that that can change is if that we change. You have to convince your child to change. You have to convince your other family members to change. You have to convince your neighbors to change. It can happen. I've lived it. How many of you all lived back in the 70s? Remember how peaceful and good it was? Even the 80s was peaceful and good. It was love all in the air. We had hip hop and not rap. We had hip hop and not rap. It was love in the air. Love for one another. Yes, we had problems among ourselves, but it's nowhere near it is today. Today, you can't even talk to a person on a civilized manner without somebody wanting to pull out a gun and shoot you because they think that you are trying to be more intelligent than them. They would rather be savages than be men. They would rather die or lose their freedom versus being a man, conversing and living to see another day. They find life is cheap. And a lot of these people out here that's doing all of these killings, they're your nephews, they're your cousins, they're your sons, they're your daughters. You got 15-year-old girl out here carjacking. 15-year-old girl got 4 armed robbery cases on her. 15 years old. Downtown Chicago used to be a safe place, but if you go to the south side of State Street, anything can happen. Once you pass State and Jackson Street, I'm just saying, it gets a little bit hectic down there. All the way down to the projects. And when you know you hit 29th and State, anything can happen. So stay yourself over here on the north side of State Street. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody gonna change your condition. Not even Donald Trump. You're looking for the politicians, but they're the ones who help cause the problem and then bring you the solution. The people that you should be voting for is yourself to make change, to make a commitment of change to your family, to your children, to your neighbor, so that we can bring about some type of civility that children can come outside and play safely. Well, like I said, even Caucasians getting it in the high-class neighborhoods of Illinois, like Highland Park. Last week, 2 brothers in their 60s got shot down on a front lawn. Uh-huh. Wasn't nobody but another Caucasian, cause we ain't doing that there. We ain't doing But we'll kill each other. But they kill each other too. I'm just saying. Nowhere's safe. Nowhere's safe. Not even in Michigan. Well, you had the 42-year-old Michael Nash that went to that Detroit suburb and let off gunplay inside of that splash fireplace. Family was trying to have a nice time at the water, getting away from the summer heat. And here comes the #1 domestic terrorist with guns blazing, shooting 9 people, leaving one in critical condition, and that is an 8-year-old that he shot in the head. According to the witness, the culprit walked away after he done just shot up the place, walked away real calmly and got in his car as if nothing ever happened. According to the police department, they say they had drone surveillance in the area and they found out where he stayed at, but when they got there, when they kicked in the door, he was already dead. They say that he has no criminal record, but he may have a mental problem that he stays with his mother, 42 years old, Michael Nash. What about the other #1 domestic terrorist in America? Mark Adam Prieto of Arizona, who was supposed to go down to Atlanta to cause a race riot at a concert, a black youth concert, whoever was performing. But once again, crazy everywhere. Can't trust nobody. Fake friends, fake people. But I'm going to tell you what's not some fake news, and that is Alex Jones forced to pay $1 billion to the victims of Sandy Hook. Now, is that fake news, Donald Trump? Are those 34 felony counts against you that you've been convicted of fake, Donald Trump? I still don't understand how is he running. You know, you had those big wigs on CNN talking about there's nothing in the law books that state that he can't be president if he has a felony. But hell, the average citizen here in Chicago who caught selling a dime bag of crack, they can't even get a job at the McDonald's. But this man got 34 counts and he's still gonna lead a nation of people. That means that they all crooks, and they knew they was crooks, therefore no law was written in the books for the crooks. I'm just saying. So who you going for? You're going to vote for some crooks. You're going to vote for some crooks versus voting for yourself, voting for your granddaughter, voting for your community, your neighbor, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your niece, your cousin. You don't have sense enough to vote for yourself to stop the killing. When is it gonna stop? Nobody is gonna stop it but you. And if law enforcement come, they're taking you to jail. And it is their hopes that you kill yourself anyway. But you don't even have common sense enough to even know that. You say that you do, but you don't do better. So I think that maybe you have a mental maladjustment, seeing that you won't do better, even though you say that you know better. That's not pride, that's stupidity. I'm just saying. Leave your comments in the comment section. What do you think is going to happen to Mark Adam Prieto, by the way, who is the man from Arizona that was going down to Atlanta to start a race war? And he's a gun vendor. He is a gun vendor, 58 years old. #1 domestic terrorist in North America. I didn't say that. White America said that. I didn't say that. You can Google it, CNN it, ABC, NBC, CBS, BBC. Those are actual FACTZ, not FACTS. I'm just saying. Leave your comments in the comment section. On your way out the door, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so that you can ensure that you get notifications when I upload videos on YOUTUBE. Also, press those condiments, the like and the share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come to contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your CONVERSATION. Peace out and never give up on your DREAMS.